ये आपका प्रीवियस डे का रिवीजन है। दिस इज द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ द लेडी। यहाँ आप अभी तो मुझे उल्टा दिख रहा है, आपको शायद सीधा दिख रहा हो, अदरवाइज आप शीशे में देख के लिखेंगे द पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ द लेडी। कल मैंने आपको बताया था द फिजिकल डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ ग्रैंड मदर। फिर मैंने आपको बताया था कि वो कैसे गेटअप उनका था और वो कैसे चलती थी, हाउ शी वॉक्ड विद द स्टूप एंड व्हाट शी डिड अबाउट प्रेयर्स एंड व्हाट शी डिड विद दैट रोजरी। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट मैंने आपको बताया था ग्रैंड मदर एंड खुशवंत सिंह टुगेदर, हाउ दे स्पेंड द डे टुगेदर। थर्डली मैंने आपको बताया था दे वेंट टू द स्कूल spending the day and the whole routine about from breakfast to night, the whole routine we discussed. Then we discussed education at temple and how did grandmother help him in his studies and in his education or moral building or character building. Then last, she used to feed dogs there. This shows that she had love and compassion towards the animals also. So this part is the yesterday's revision, and now today in minutes I will be telling you about today's lesson. So wait. So I think this is the page number. This is basically on page number 5, the top paragraph, and the summary is here. That when they moved to the city, after the father got a nice place to live in, they moved to the city. Now when they moved to the city, the boy was he got admission in an English school, and that was at a distance, so he used to go by bus, and there he was taught maths, English, etc. And grandmother did not know either maths or science or English. So what happened, that this became a turning point. Turning point means everything changed, the whole scenario changed. This is very important question, that this proved to be a turning point in their life, because moving to the city, their life changed. What happened, that when he went to an English school that was far away, so he used to go by school bus. Their English and science were taught, and this lady could not help him with his study. They had less time to talk. Then grandmother could not help him with his studies subjects. Music, as a the boy told that music was also taught, and that time previous in the in ancient times, people thought that music was a subject which was meant for very bad folk. It was for harlots and beggars to earn money. Okay. Then music as a subject she did not approve, means she did not like it. We don't approve a thing, that means we don't say yes to it. We don't like it. Then after that, the last point is music was for harlots and beggars. This is the end of the paragraph. What we learn, that this boy, he started going to English medium school, and in English, because the school was far away, he used to go by bus, and naturally he returned tired, and then he had to do a lot of homework, with which grandmother could not help. She could not talk to him either, what way you say. She could not help him with the one thing. There was no moral education. Rather, music was taught, and according to her, music was not the subject for gentle people, not for sabhya people, not for cultured people. It was for perverts. So the opposite of cultured is perverts. So music was a subject for perverts. After that, she started talking still lesser. She didn't say anything, but she started talking a bit lesser. Okay. And so this is a turning point, that the people who used to spend all the day together, now they're spending hardly some time together, right? So this much is in the paragraph. You see the board. So now the boy grew up. Till now we studied what happened at school. That music was taught, but she did not say anything. Now he started going to college. So the syllabus was large. He had to study, give more time to the studies, and so they talked still less. And finally, the boy was given a room of his own. The boy was given a separate room, and they saw still lesser of each other. Means they had little time to talk to each other. Now she was getting bored. All the day she had nothing to do. So what she started doing, she used to work at charkha, making the thread like Gandhiji. She used to sit on charkha for hours, and also she started because there were no dogs in the city, because they were living in a posh area, so there were no stray dogs. Stray means जो आवारा कुत्ते जिसको कहते हैं. There were no stray dogs, so she started feeding sparrows on the terrace, right? And the birds, they got so used to the lady. They knew that once birds learn that they will get something to eat there, the birds started coming in a large number, and they used to create all sorts of chirpings you read in previous classes also. That chiche chiche heart bolte chehchahat, that is called, and that is a variety of voices they create, and that is called a veritable bedlam. You can see there are written. So they used to create a lot of noise, and they grew so close to grandmother. Some sat on the head, some here, and grandmother never tried to hush them away. Hush, like she never hushed them away, and that was a very loving relation that grandmother had formed with the birds. That again shows the compassion of the lady towards the animals. Now this boy was given a separate room, this we discussed, and because there were no dogs, so she spent her time on charkha and feeding the sparrows. This is the next paragraph on the same page, page number 5. Thank you. So children, this page is the continuation of page 5, where we see that the boy started going to the college, and he was given a separate room. I'll take the chair. This boy was given a separate room because he needed to concentrate on the studies. Somebody talking would disturb him, and he started going to the college. He was given a separate room, and he was still more busier with the studies, and so they had little time to talk. This we discussed in the previous chapter. Now as he completed the college for his higher studies, to pursue the higher studies, the father, the family, father generally, father decided to send him abroad. Abroad means maybe to America or London, something. Father decided, Kushwant Singh's father decided to send him abroad for further studies. Now in those days, it was not considered good to leave our own country because it affects the culture. And even the coming of other cultures to India does affect. That is why this is a negative point of tourism, that when people from outside come to India, they affect our culture, and we have seen that it has had already great impact on our culture. So when the grandmother learned that the boy was going abroad, she was not happy, but her habit was not to retaliate or oppose. So that is the meaning that she accepted things with resignation, without resignation, with resignation. So she accepted things with resignation. मतलब मुझे मतलब नहीं, right? So she okayed it unwillingly. She was not willing. She was not very happy at the idea of sending the boy outside the country. And finally the day came when she went to see him off at the station, and as a sign of her love, she kissed the boy at his forehead. And the boy internally he was feeling that maybe after 5 years when he returns he might not be able to see the grandmother, because the grandmother was very very old, so there were very less chances. So he cherished it. Cherish means होता है to remember fondly of something. कुछ अच्छी चीज़ की हम यादें करके खुश होते हैं, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड चेरिश. कई बार कुछ चीज़ों का टेस्ट भी चेरिश. ओके, बहुत अच्छे समोसे थे, बहुत अच्छा पान था, वट एवर, cherish all those things. Whatever good things we do, we cherish the memories. So this boy thought that kiss was the last physical contact between them, and he might not be able to see the grandmother again. So he cherished the thing. But surprisingly, after 5 years, when he returned, the grandmother was still there, hale and hearty, and she did receive him, and what she did, and when she was so happy that day, although she was very very old, she collected the ladies from the neighborhood and got a drum, gulak, and that day she sang the homecoming of the warriors. Homecoming of the warriors, like Vijayastham's victory pillars are made to commemorate. They are built in the memory of victories, great victories. Similarly, when people return from war after success, at least they return alive, and people, they welcome them, because it's a happy moment, because a person is going to the war may or may not return. So songs there are folk songs, lok geet, sung to honor the people who had gone on a war, who had been fighting a war. So when he returned after 5 years, he was very happy to see the grandmother there. And grandmother was just not like simple thing. He just gathered the ladies from the, बहुत सारी ladies को इकट्ठा किया, and that night they celebrated a sort of Rath Jaga. Not totally a Rath Jaga, means they danced and sang, and she was thumping the drum, thapa thap thapa thap, dum dum dum, and everybody told her that because she was very old, she would get tired, and that would be harmful for her age. Finally, that was the only time that Khushwant Singh had seen him not busy with her prayers. While she was singing the homecoming of the warriors, while she was happy, enjoying or celebrating the return of the grandson, that was the only time that she was not praying. After they forced him to stop all that program, she went to bed again. She took the rosary, she started telling it, and everybody asked her to take rest, but she got a bit of fever also. Doctor was called. Doctor said that she would get okay, but she said she wouldn't. And this is what she said happened. After some time, the rosary fell from her hands and she died. She passed away. And now what happened the next day? They started arranging for the cremation, and the bamboo structure was being prepared, जिसको हम ठठरी बोलते हैं, that crude stretcher, that is called crude stretcher. जो स्ट्रेचर अपन अस्पताल में देखते हैं, उसका क्रूड फॉर्म बैम्बू से बनता है. पहले जब लोहे का नहीं बनता था तभी भी बैम्बू से, अभी भी सेना के लोग बैम्बू से बना के घायल सोल्जर्स को ले जाते हैं. तो दैट क्रूड स्ट्रेचर वॉज प्रिपेयर्ड. सुबह हुआ, in the morning everyone was to carry the body. All the rituals were carried out. Rituals नहीं, जो किया जाता है डेड बॉडी के लास्ट मोमेंट, वो रिचुअल्स कैरी आउट किए गए. एंड द बर्ड्स meanwhile उस ड्यूरेशन तक बर्ड्स हैड कम, and somehow they did not see the grandmother. Somehow they calculated, they anticipated what had happened, and they all sat quietly. There was no chirping that day. They were not playing they were not in a play mood. They were not very happy. They appeared to be sad. And first nobody could think of it, but Khushwant Singh's mother thought they must be hungry. Sparrows must be hungry. So she took some bread pieces and threw them to the birds, but the birds were not bothered about breads that day. And so after the body was carried away, the birds also flew. What I want to say is, the sparrows here exhibit very beautifully the feelings of a person, of a human being. when he loses someone. So I think you can see the board again, and this is the end of your lesson. Your lesson number 1 ends up here. Tomorrow I will give you the question and answers further. वैसे whatever I have written is a part of answer. So you can see this. If you can't see it in this order, if it suppose it's coming, the mirrored image is coming, again you see it in the mirror and you will get the right image. Thank you very much.
तो हो गया